its roofs. The cattle slept, the wind stood still. A hearth was built for peace and warmth, a place to share the winter's chill. The mead was poured, the bread was cut. The hall was calm for half a breath. Then Loki grinned across the flames, and peace prepared itself for death. I faced the wolf, I've stood my ground. I watched the Norns their threads acquire. Yet every feast I've ever known has suffered from excessive fire. The hearth needed less fire, the hall needed less smoke. The benches needed fewer sparks and fewer gods-provoking jokes. The roof remained unburned somehow, a miracle all can admire. The feast was fine before he came. The hearth needed less fire. He swore he'd only tell a tale, a harmless story, short and mild. By sunset Thor was shouting threats, and Odin looked distinctly riled. The dwarves took offense, the elves took sides. The servants hid beneath a stare. A perfectly respectable meal became a battlefield of hair. I've seen giants break mountain walls, I've seen seas and heavens conspire, yet none destroy a quiet evening like one red-haired professional liar. The hearth needed less fire, the hall needed less smoke. The ale needed fewer arguments and fewer insult-laden jokes. The rafters somehow still stood firm despite the growing funeral pyre. The feast was fine before he came. The hearth needed less fire. Just one more story, Loki said, while holding torch and cask and grin. Those words have never once in history produced a favorable outcome. The ravens left, the dogs went home, even Thor began retreating. When Thor decides that things are loud, you know the gods should end the meeting. The gods needed less mischief and fewer wagers made in jest. But every age needs one fool to keep complacent hearts inspired. Though I complain, the truth remains. The hull goes dull without the flame. The hearth needed less fire, yet somehow we always save a seat for the fire. So raise your horn and guard your beard and keep your valuables nearby. For where the trickster finds a bench, a peaceful evening goes to die. And if you hear him say, trust me,